good afternoon, everyone. It's the beautiful 22nd of the month, wrapping up June. Welcome back to another episode of the Wild West. Appreciate you all. Hope you guys been well. Hope the work week wasn't too crazy. For those of you retired, I will be there soon. I want to bring my friend on, Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Hey, what's up? All good, all good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing really new. Yeah, just been trying to keep up with the whole. Basically, can we call it a war now?
Yeah, I think it's a war.
Right? Yeah.
It didn't turn.
It is a war, but
Yeah.
can we call it a world war? Is what I meant. I'm sorry.
Well, probably by next week. I mean, Jordan and everything. Every the not the Allah countries, but the Muslims are getting prepared to fight. Yeah.
Right.
And the only thing, only thing that I'm worried about is there's a lot of conspiracies for the 911. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying now there's a lot of stories, it was, Bin Laden, this and that. And, it was America who, set its own country on fire and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stories, but either way, I just hope 911 doesn't return again.
Yeah, I really hope nothing like that happens. It's rare to see that kind of level of terrorism in America.
But maybe
I hope we don't.
It's really weird because Trump is kind of turning into George Bush in a way. Yeah, I mean, if he starts that, so I hope he doesn't go in that route.
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't either.
Yeah.
Some things are inevitable though. That's the shitty thing. Like it's like if me and you were two different countries, right? Like we don't talk much, but anytime you need something, I help you. You need resources. Then one day some guy tries to fight you. Then they try to gang up on you. I'm kind of forced to catch your back, right?
Yeah.
You're my friend. I'm not gonna watch you get bombed when I know. Yeah, so that's the shitty part. Friends help out friends, allies help out allies. It becomes a world war.
Yeah, but think about it.
As simple as that.
The Islam getting together, but I mean, there's a lot of Muslims, Islam in Asia as well. I mean, Indonesia.
There is Indonesia, yeah, Malaysia, yeah.
But are they gonna jump in the war? No. So I mean, it's kind of.
I mean, okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
Indonesia, Malaysia. Ooh, don't rule out Malaysia. Indonesia's probably not. Okay, but have you ever heard of the Abu Sayyaf?
Yeah.
Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Duterte, he went to war with them and he dwindled their numbers down. So there's not a lot of those terrorists. So for anybody who doesn't know Abu Sayyaf, they are literally backed by ISIS. They are an extremist Islamic terrorist group that are 100% Filipino.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody from Al Qaeda sent a trainer to the Philippines and trained them on the ways. I'm serious.
I know, but we should not. It's not like a job training, but I don't want. I should not laugh, but
it's wild, right?
Yeah, but they recruited a lot of kids too. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. But like, all they would do is kidnap tourists and ask for like $1 million to America.
Yeah.
America doesn't negotiate with tourists. Yeah. Terrorists. Yeah. But they, I don't even know what the word for it is, but they are backed by ISIS. They are a chapter of ISIS.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know.
Yeah, in Japan,
you might see some weird shit going on over there.
They stopped. I think they stopped making the car, but I think it was Toyota or a Nissan. But there was a car called ISIS.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a girl's name,
Yeah.
That's
Oh, really?
actually that's a beautiful girl's name. It wasn't until ISIS, the Islamic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thing came out. It had a different tone to it.
Yeah.
It's like almost like you can't name your kid Adolf because of Adolf Hitler. Like if it wasn't for him, I'm sure we'd see a lot of more kids named Adolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the guy's name was Arnold Hitler, it'd probably be weird. It'd probably be weird to name your kid Arnold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, ISIS ruined it for all the pretty girls named ISIS.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
But I don't know. One thing I was looking at was like, I don't know if it was recent or last year, but 2 Iranian girls, Persian girls. They took like a cute TikTok video or Instagram reel, and they got busted, and they might really face life sentence or even death penalty.
For what?
For not wearing their,
they weren't wearing the hijab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
But
you get killed in Afghanistan.
Yeah, but I mean, of course I didn't practice or learn, Islam, right? So
Right.
I should not be talking about other religion, right? But being Japanese, I don't know if I'm Christian, but being myself. Yeah, my name is Christian, so it's all right. I can say it. But anyways, but I think that's a little bit too extreme. Like you get beat up or like slapped, and that's abuse. You know what I mean?
In the Western view, looking from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm on the outside. I wasn't raised that way, right? I'm American, so yeah, it's extreme to us. To them, it's normal. To them, eating pig is extreme.
True.
Right? When they see us eat char siu, and just see us eat bacon, that's like us taking off our hijab. They're like, holy shit, this guy's eating a pig. We're looking at him like, bro, that girl looks like she, you know what I mean? She's just wrapped up. You only see her eyes. Yeah. But I mean, in the culture, it's, I don't know if it's half, but there's people who definitely protest.
Yeah, but there's, it's not on the news, but it's really coming out. There's a lot of demonstrations going on in Iran as well right now in the streets. They're actually not wearing the hijabs, and they're parading in the streets, and even in schools.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's about time. I mean,
they should take care because they're beautiful women.
Yeah, like
they're super beautiful.
Their preaching is like friggin' 2,000 years old, and it haven't improved. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there's no updates to it.
Yeah, not improved updates, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Every update is not always good, but at least there's certain things that has to be updated.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things from 2,000 years ago that cannot be translated now. I mean, like actions, right?
Yeah,
you can't be stoning people anymore.
Oh yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Nice.
You know what I mean? That's not I don't think that's an option.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Chris messed up. Bring him out to the yard.
Yeah.
Let's get 40 people from the and stuff. No. Yeah, that's not it. It's called a jail. It's called
right.
Court.
And they're not gonna put a big stone right up against your nuts to make you you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
don't know. But seriously, like you said about the World War III, I mean, I think Saudi Arabia is going to be neutral, and I think they're not going to jump in. But I mean, Jordan, Afghanistan, those kind of countries, and of course, Qatar, UAE, I mean, they got better things to do, so they'll try not to get involved unless they get, forced to get involved. But
right.
But Syria, Lebanon, Afghanistan, and Jordan, like I said, has the potential to fight. I mean, they got nothing to lose in a way.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
So
Iran has a lot to lose, though. I would say.
Yeah,
they got a lot of resources. They have a lot to lose.
But did you see the fake, not the fake news, but the deep fake that's going on in Instagram and TikTok with the leader of Iran right now?
No.
Really? Like they're like, we thought we had nukes, but ended up we don't have it. And where's all the missiles? We already shot all of them in Israel. We don't have nothing left.
Stupid.
You should watch that. It's funny. It's of course parody, but
that's funny. Yeah, I believe they've launched less than 1% of their entire arsenal.
Yeah, and this is
the country that, you know what I mean? They don't have theme parks. They don't have Disney World. They don't have movie theaters. They don't have a lot of
entertainment. Yeah.
Right? They don't have sports teams. So maybe they have I don't know, soccer. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little ignorant. But what I'm trying to say is, can you imagine a country that just dedicates in nuclear technology? Decades, Chris.
Yeah.
Every dollar or whatever their currency going to nuclear technology, upgrading their arsenal. Bro, they are stacked. They are ready for it. And they're huge. That country's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what? The country itself is beautiful. Look at all
it is. Persia was incorrectly called in the past, but
yeah,
it was always one of the most beautiful places in the world. Damascus. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
They make nice blades. Yeah, Damascus.
Yeah. There's a whole ton of history. Yeah.
True.
Alexander the Great went to conquer Iran when it was known as Persia.
But I mean, like even in Israel, was it Netanyahu, the leader, the prime minister?
Netanyahu?
Yeah, his on its polls, people are like protesting against him and this and that, and he was in a way losing power, right? And I think
Yeah.
Israel was not even prepared to fight, and I know they got the top military, top 3 in the world, I think, yeah, Israeli force.
They are really good. Yeah, they make some killer guns. Yeah.
But Iran proved the point. I mean, their Iron Dome didn't do anything, so maybe they're not that updated after all.
That hurt their morale, and not only the military but the regular citizens. I mean, the Iron Dome was the pride and joy. That thing stopped anything from entering from the skies.
But this time it didn't work at all.
Not at all, dude. Tel Aviv looked like Palestine.
Yeah, I mean, the states intervened and got rid of most of the missiles that was coming in. So at least they're involved in a way, sort of, right?
That's what I was worried about. 'Cause now it becomes a world war, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I would consider that directly fighting it. I know they were defending the missiles. That's an act of war to me.
Yeah. But you know what?
I mean?
A lot of people really do not understand the history of Iran, the beautiful Persia. Also, Israel. I mean, Tel Aviv is very nice, not like Shibuya in Japan or New York, but very high tech city.
Right.
But people miss out a lot about Haifa. Haifa, right? Is it the second biggest city?
And where, Israel?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
But you know what? Jews and Muslims there, they live together, they work together in businesses, offices, and they're happy together.
There's a word for that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe it is Haifa. Are you sure Haifa is not the word?
No, that's the name. I think Haifa was a city. Or I'm sorry if I'm getting.
There's a name for places like that. Where it's a mix. Yeah, they get along just fine.
Yeah, Atawa in Israel, like kibbutz is a place that where Mayan is, but that's very safe too, right? But like in the last interview, she has to run around and stuff like that. So it's pure hell every single day. You hear the alarm and you got to run away for your life.
I can't imagine being in Israel right now. You're surrounded by entire Muslim countries, bordered by Muslim countries.
And they
it's probably not safe. Yeah.
And they send like 300 missiles every single night, right? And I mean,
it's crazy.
Bombing hospitals, and I mean, Israel even bombed the national TV station of Iran when they weren't live. I seen that on TV, and that was kind of scary. But like you
both
said,
sides.
Yeah, eye for an eye, right?
Yeah, eye knife. That's what they believe in. Yeah, 100%.
So in a way, Israel versus Gaza, ne? Palestinians.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably now Israeli people now do understand how Palestinians feel. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Whose hospitals were getting blown up to begin with? Who was stopping aid from coming in? Israel blew them all up. They're shooting up ambulances, stopping aid trucks, blowing up. So it's just an eye for an eye, man.
True.
It cannot be as simple as that.
Yeah, my scenario is like Israel is going to be backed up by the states. Probably the UN will be backing up the states, right? Not the states, Israel. And Iran, of course, Russia is always there.
So China has to get involved.
Yeah.
But here's what the big hitters come. North Korea might want to just dance. They're weird. They might just want to dance a little bit. And what I mean by that, they might not just go all in, but they might just want to say, hey, we got some things we really want to test out that we've been building for the last 50 years. Pick a spot on the map. I'll drop this missile for you. Right?
But if that happens,
Russia, China,
North Korea is going to be gone in about 5 minutes. The states are going to move. South Korean troops are going to move into North Korea, and before you realize, it's going to be the Republic of Korea in 2 days.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I already know they got a bunch of spies working in the yakiniku restaurants. Or you better watch out. And these spies have been working here for 60 years, making children. Yeah. Loyalty is something. Loyalty is something else, bro.
I mean, most of the pachinko parlors are said to be owned by the North Koreans. But I mean, I got a lot of buddies that are originally from North Korea. But I mean, Korea is Korea. They're the same country. I mean, the people are
the same. They speak the same language,
right? So the people are all right. I mean, they're cool. You know, I mean, it's the government that's a little bit messed up. I mean,
like,
I talked about it a few weeks ago about India and Pakistan. You know, basically, if
they're the same.
If I say the same people, you know, they're going to talk about
get upset. But they did it. They separated for religion purposes.
Yeah.
So it would they
Hindu and Muslim.
segregated.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. They decided that nobody wanted the Bangladesh people, so they said, "Okay, you can be your own people." So they made Bangladesh. At one point, they were all in. You know what I mean? It's always like that.
Even Singapore. Think about it.
Yeah. But where it's different is Indonesia. Because Indonesia is like half Asian and the other side's Papua New Guinea, like Melanesian.
True.
Yeah, it gets weird over there. Yeah. But you're right. There's a lot of countries that are neighbors, and you know they started off one way or another. They have their differences, right? Humans will always have their differences.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what side Japan's gonna take, not what side, but how they're gonna get involved.
You think they even have to get involved? Like,
well, think about it.
You think in a World War situation, America would really be like, you gotta help us out here.
Yeah, Japan's Americans' pets. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but I don't.
Well, think about it. The prime minister right now doesn't have the balls to say "fuck off" to Trump.
I know that, but I don't think Trump would even bother asking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get your point.
Like, here's where I'm getting this. I'm not saying Japan's military is weak or anything.
Japan's military is very, very strong, and nobody knows that.
I don't. Yeah, and I'm not saying this to imply where.
Not military, self-defense force. Yeah, I gotta get this correct.
The self-defense, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, look at the last long war America was in, Desert Storm, the war on terror, right?
Yeah. Opposing,
they didn't call Japan for assistance in any way, right?
But that was not World War. I mean, think about it. You know, World War One.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't World War.
I mean, World War.
Yeah, it wasn't.
World War One. I wonder.
Japan was not in World War One. That was all Europe, and it was parts of it in Africa.
No. Japan was taking part because World War One and World War Two. Yeah, you gotta ask ChatGPT. So World War One and World War Two, Japan switched sides. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, you gotta look it up.
I know they were in two, definitely.
Yeah. Right? World War II, yes, we know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yeah, I mean,
we never fucking forget, right?
Yeah, we ate a lot of crap, so we know.
Fuck. World War One. I do not recall Japan being in that war.
I think.
Where were they? Oh, this is when they fought Russia.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
They beat Russia twice. Or was this World War II? I don't remember, dude.
Okay, so let's ask the people to give us the right information at ashiyaradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, somebody tell me who Japan was fighting with.
Yeah,
I'm really curious.
It's kind of scary to have stuff on air without real facts, so we got to be careful.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have all those guys with podcasts, Chris. Yeah. They have a guy. They pay a guy to stand by on a computer to look up stuff really quickly.
Yeah.
We need that person.
Well, that person's called ChatGPT.
I don't think bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. For any false information, you guys can sue OpenAI.
Yeah.
Or for the wrong information, ChatGPT.
True.
Providing us. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, that's scary. But I just hope it's gonna end quick.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get messy. It's gonna get really messy. Look at the war in Europe. It's not even close to ending.
But what I think is the Russian-Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
Is gonna get sucked into this World War III. So it's it's gonna be one humongous.
What is Ukraine gonna do?
Ukraine's gonna.
I mean, it may be better for Ukraine because maybe more, Russian forces will move off to what you might call the Middle East. I don't know. Watch Russia pay somebody else to do that for them up there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're taking care of some African nation. Get them to shoot it out up there. They're closer to the Middle East.
True.
You know how war is. A proxy war is what they call it, right? They just have other people fighting their battles. Yeah. It'll get messy.
Well, true, but I have the bad feeling that Iran's going to drop nukes on Israel.
Dude, that's not going to be good for. That's not going to be good for. That's not going to be good for Israel. That's not going to be good for Iran. That's not going to be good for any of their neighbors.
Yeah, so Iran's going to be gone for sure. It's going to get dirty.
If Israel is gone, Iran is gone.
Yeah.
But if Iran is gone, Israel may stay.
True, but let's hope Trump.
It's a sad world.
Let's hope Trump is not going to say, "All right, I found a new part of free land, and I'm going to call it the Trump land and take over Iran." I mean, he's going to get in trouble for that.
I wouldn't even doubt it. Everything he says is crazy. I got $20 that he'll say that he's willing to take in Palestinians and move them to Greenland, and he swears he's going to buy it.
Yeah.
And he's going to build a wall over there for no reason.
Well, if he starts talking about the moon, then we need, his best buddy, Elon. Elon Musk to come back.
I'm going to build a wall. I'm going to put you guys all on the moon. Don't worry, Palestinians. I'm going to bring you guys to the moon. You guys are going to be far. I'll build a wall to protect you on the moon. He's insane.
Yeah, true.
Hey, it's not an easy job to be a president.
Yeah. Well,
somebody's got to do it.
He's got the balls. Let's hope he
clearly, right?
Yeah.
Everybody complaining doesn't. That's why they didn't even run for presidency.
But it's so funny. I mean, nobody tries to assassinate him anymore. I mean, they probably give up. It's not going to hit him.
I mean, if you look at it now, though, Biden's health is clearly. The guy has cancer. I don't think he could do a speech right now.
Yeah.
Imagine if, you know what I mean? So it was either him, his health decline, Kamala Harris. I don't know if that's an option.
Well, then I would put.
I really don't.
Hillary. Let's bring back Hillary.
That's not an option either. None of those are options. You know what I mean?
All right. Let me introduce you to the next president of the United States. Bill Gates. Yeah, okay.
Nah, he's a little weird too. I know he's weird. He's probably really weird. Yeah. He's too. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't.
Maybe Katy
Perry?
I really
don't. No, she's a loony. Yeah. If that's the case, I'd rather do Wesley Snipes.
Oh.
He has a criminal record, so he probably can't.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. They did him dirty for tax evasion. He was locked up for like 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was messed up, man. The guy's a freaking actor. They should have just took his money.
Yeah.
They gotta put him in jail.
All right. We are... Wow. This program is usually 15 minutes, but now we're going on to 23, so we'll wrap it up in about a minute and a half, yeah?
Yeah.
But we were not talking gibberish today. We're talking real stuff. So I mean, it's good news, but not good news. Good facts. But we need our assistant ChatGPT to join us next week to give you more detailed information.
Yeah. I need somebody to look up and verify it, because I don't want to give false information.
Yeah, true. We don't need bullshit. So
yeah, Instagram already exists. We don't need another Instagram in the form of a radio show.
Yeah.
If you want your false information, you can just log on to Instagram.
True.
And feed into it. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, seriously, this world is really turning into shit. I mean, 2025 started with shit, and it's gonna end with a pile of shit. So
it sucks, dude.
I mean, look at the stocks and crypto too. It's all manipulated right now.
Sucks.
Yeah.
This is the part that's now we're gonna go into a full-scale world war. ADA's at 60 cents last I checked.
Yeah.
All of this sucks.
Trust me.
So
the faster the World War III starts, everybody's gonna move to gold and crypto, so it's gonna bloom and boom.
Well, okay, I like that optimism. I really hope so.
But that's for the crypto and stock's sake. But people losing life is a different story. So I really hope World War III doesn't happen. But I mean, we don't have control over it, right? So.
Oh, we have no choice.
Yeah.
Like I want everyone to know how small we all are.
Yeah.
Well, most of us are.
Yeah.
Right. we don't call the shots. We don't make the changes. They say that we can vote for it.
Yeah.
But listen, bro, if your country wants to go to war, they're gonna go to war. So
True.
It sucks. Yeah. It's history just tends to repeat itself. And
Yeah.
I don't want to go to war.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Gotta wrap it up, dude.
All right. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Sorry for the extra long radio session. I hope you guys are all okay. And for the listeners who do have family in Israel, Iran, Palestine, I really hope your family is okay and safe. I know it's hell over there. It looks crazy. I really hope everyone's okay. I keep everyone in my prayers. So everyone have a great weekend. Take care.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Talk to you next week.
All right. Aloha.